How many of you will say yes if I ask, have you ever lied? If you say no, then probably you're the biggest liar. Madam Contessa, ladies and gentlemen, I was 16 years old when I realized even one word can save a life. On a Monday morning, I was walking to school and I was dancing on my way. Any guesses why I was so happy? Because it was the first day I went to school before it started. So when I reached the classroom, I suddenly heard a cry. One of my classmates was laying her head on the table and was crying. I looked around, nobody was there. So I slowly got close to her and called her name. She suddenly jumped in her seat and wiped her tears, pretending that nothing actually happened. But from her teary eyes, I could see the pain. So I slowly sat down beside her and asked, what's the problem? Then she wore a fake smile and said, I'm all right, which is one of the most common lies we often hear. I knew she was lying. So I got close to her and asked, tell me, I can help you, what's the problem? Then after convincing her a lot of times, she started telling her story. She's being abused by one of her cousins who is staying at her home. And she had no mother, so she had no one to tell. And most of all, she was feeling ashamed of herself. So she persuaded me not to expose this to anyone, and I promised her by nodding my head. But deep within me, I knew I was lying, because in order to help her, I knew I had to tell it to somebody. The next day, after having different conflicts within myself, I decided to help her and tell about this to our class teacher. As the teacher wanted to meet my friend personally, I again had to make up a lie to take my friend to meet her. The teacher assured that she doesn't have to be afraid and that she'll take care of the matter. She looked straightly into my eyes without a word, because both of us knew I broke her promise. The next day, she suddenly came up, running, and gave me a tight hug. And the happiest news came out. I knew the problem was solved. I know a lot of people talk about honesty, integrity, and so on. And you must be thinking, what is on earth this girl is speaking about lying? I accept that we should always be honest and be true to ourselves and others. But there will be some situations that we will have to break the rule in order to help someone or for a good deed. Back then, if I did not help my friend, thinking that I should not break the rule and be honest always, she must have been facing a much worse situation today. So whoever who needs help shouldn't be ignored, neglected, or be isolated. And nobody of us has the right to judge people, because we never know the exact situation that they are going through. Instead, we should learn to help them without a second thought. Thank you.